Welcome to Overdrive AF, the official podcast of Overdrive Fitness. My name is Teddy Gerzon, and I'm joined by Gina Marie Gerzon.
What's up?
Special team coordinator, social media coordinator, destroyer. And we have Titan and Brajol with us again today. Beautiful day in New York. It's in the 70s. Although it's a very important day. The day we're recording this is Saturday, 9/11, right? So I can't believe, and I was actually just talking to, I just had a consultation with a new member. I was like, dude, I can't believe it's been 20 years. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, well, how old are you? So I'm 35. And he's like, oh, damn, so you were a teenager when that happened? I was like, yeah. He's like, where were you when that happened? I'm like, well, I was in school. And then I said, where were you? He goes, I was working for Viacom, the company that owns VH1, MTV, Nickelodeon. Yeah, he was working down in the city when that all happened. He said, and shit was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you walked out, you see all these people, white, covered in ash, just walking north, just trying to get out of the city. He said it was nuts. But, obviously he was able to make it out. But, no, that was an insane day. Something crazy that we've all lived through. It's affected a lot of people's lives, which is why it's like I don't really have anything against conspiracy theorists, but there should be certain times in your life where you just give it a rest. Like, say whatever you want about 9/11. Don't talk about it on 9/11. Like, that's the day where suddenly people just, they said bye to their husband that didn't come home that day, I think the head coach of the Jets, his brother I think he was in the World Trade Center when that happened. And he said that was like a big deal why he took the Jets job. He wanted to be involved with New York. I believe that's what he said. We've had plenty of athletes who lost their parents.
A parent
in
or
9/11.
a loved one or a relative.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tommy's at a CDL, apparently.
Nice.
Yeah, so, no, it definitely affected a lot of people in a negative way. Yeah, so it's just, again, they say it every year, never forget. We should never forget what happened. Right? Anything to add about 9/11?
Just maybe just reminding people to wake up a little more grateful. Be conscious of the ones that you love around you. Tell people that you care about them. Vocalize it. Maybe do a kind deed a little bit more often than you're used to. Again, appreciation for life, appreciation for what you have. The little things that make up such a big part, and starting your day in gratitude is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Saying thank you, it's just sometimes the less that you say is the best.
Yep.
Is best.
I agree. So, moving on, football has started back up, so that's exciting. I know yesterday and today, a lot of New York State high school football teams are beginning their season. And NFL started back a couple days ago. Exciting start to the season between Dak and Tampa Tom. Tom Brady, of course, leading the Bucks on a last-minute game-winning drive to cover the spread. No, he didn't cover the spread. The Cowboys still covered the spread, but still. It was ridiculous. And yeah, college football started back last week, so Sundays are about to be lively again. And then Sundays, it's all day fun for me because we wake up in the morning and we have Formula One races.
Oh yes, that's on.
So
all morning.
Yeah, depending on where it is in the world,
It's
usually
exciting.
about like 9 o'clock.
I've watched some with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've gotten super exciting.
But it's amazing how political they are, and
Some. Yeah.
So, and,
I know
you
what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't know, with all the rules and the favorites.
Yeah,
The
it's been
under
like
the
that
table favorites
since
and,
the beginning of time,
yeah.
apparently.
Well, it goes with a lot of things, I guess.
How many miles did you cover this week, Destroyer?
This week was a pretty measly 13 and a half.
Me.
A little half marathon.
Yeah. It's just getting used to the new schedule. The final semester of school starting this week.
At Faber? Faber College? Animal House joke.
So, and then a new part-time job that I also started recently.
Nice. Where's
Awesome.
It's currently remote. It's based in the city.
that? Cool.
Great.
Yeah, I'm a writer for another podcast.
Nice.
Not
There you
Gina,
go.
anybody.
Oh no, it's wonderful.
You find there's riches and niches, as they say.
Yeah.
So I think you found yours.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think people just seem to think that I'm the podcast guy now, which, there are worse
Hey.
things.
You
There's your
know?
new Instagram handle.
Yeah, podcast guy. But yeah, so between that, morning writers meetings and getting in here to lift, which I did twice this week, and getting
Excellent.
to class and getting work done, there wasn't as much time for as many miles this week. But
Feel good though?
I have a feeling that I'll be able to work them back in once I get a hold of everything.
Yeah.
But you've gotten a lot done.
Yeah.
You've been getting a lot done, so that's great. You've
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
productive, not just busy,
Yes.
which is
exactly.
very good.
I started hitting the track at night sometimes if I can't get it in the morning, as much as I hate running on a track,
Mm-hmm.
because it reminds me that I'm running.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's what you need to do to get it in.
Oh look, the bleachers again. Sweet.
How many laps? How many more to go?
Yeah, that was definitely the longest mile I've run in a long time. It was that first mile back on the track where I was just like, it's just running in circles. Like, I don't know how track athletes do it and they're getting it.
I can't do it. It makes me feel like I'm running twice as far.
Yeah.
I feel like if I go run a mile on the street, All of a sudden I'm like, wait, I just ran a mile?
Yeah.
Run on a track, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. We've been getting some late nights in watching the U.S. Open.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You know, this is probably the first year I haven't tuned into it. I watched a little bit last night.
Yeah, last night's match was pretty
Djokovic and
solid.
was it Russian dude?
Some German guy.
Oh, yeah. So who won?
Djokovic.
In 5 sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw he dropped the first set.
Yeah, it was a really competitive game up until the 5th set where Djokovic kind of just put it away. It's pretty cool.
Crazy.
Yeah, he's going for a Grand Slam this time.
Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty big.
Yeah, I used to, I mean, shocker to anyone that knows Filipinos. I used to watch a lot of tennis growing up. I
Your aunt
I
loves
never
it,
played
right?
it though. My grandfather.
Oh, your grandfather.
Yeah. My grandpa and
Sorry, she
my
liked
grandma
the shows.
and
Yeah, she liked.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my grandparents on my father's side, that whole side of family liked tennis. I never actually played. So I guess that's where I fall shy of being a true Filipino. I don't play tennis and I suck at bowling.
And you haven't played
and
piano
billiards.
for a really long time.
I never really did play piano.
Oh, I thought they tried to get you to play piano.
No.
No?
Very, very, very slightly. I said no,
Game
and
shows.
they're like,
though.
okay.
You did watch game shows with your
Oh,
aunt.
of course.
That
7
was-
o'clock Jeopardy, 7:30 Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Let's go. And then no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. People don't know about that. Yeah, I just dated myself. Actually, I dated myself the other day. I'm like, why do I see this kid every day? He's supposed to be in college. And I'm like, fuck, he graduated? I'm like, yeah, I coached this kid when he's in 7th grade. Where did all that time go in my life? Now he's an adult. What the fuck? Anyway, moving on. So, were there some members you wanted to highlight this week?
Well, I know we highlighted some last week too, right?
Yes.
But again, continuing with the success, we have Denise Christensen, who has, even within the past 6 months, I was actually talking about it with her yesterday, because I don't think she realized how much and how accomplished she's been over this short amount of time. And like I always say, it's a drop in the ocean of time, even 6 months. But if I pull up her dashboard here in the Overdrive app, within the past 6 months, I mean, she's lost 13% body fat. She's lost my math is not my good point, but I'm sorry. Here we go. She's lost 20 pounds, and I'm not even joking, 20 pounds of fat mass. Her weight hasn't even changed that much. What's so amazing is that she's been able to retain and increase her lean body mass, her skeletal muscle mass, and just by allowing her to find delicious foods that she loves, really combining those things, working on her mindset, which has been huge for her. She's a totally different person, and she still can't wrap her head around the fact that, and she reminds herself every day, I'm eating so much food, and my body keeps changing, and I keep getting stronger, and this is the best I've ever felt. So amen to that, Denise. Awesome. And the other day I had one of the other members say to me, like, Gina, I want that, and she was pointing to Denise. And I told Denise that. I didn't tell her who the member was, but I said, you inspire people just by being here and just by doing what you're doing and being on your journey. So she was like floored. And I said, and that should help drive you to continue to be successful and continue to want to transform and continue to better yourself. So again, amazing, Denise.
Shout out D Block.
Yeah. And we had been working through some back issues. She had gone to our friend and colleague Tony Muscatella, who's an amazing PT.
Forte Physical Therapy. Shout out.
Yeah. So we've sent a nice amount of people, athletes too, and he's been doing a great job with them as well. So she's feeling so much better. Grace Reynolds, who again, really working on timing her meals appropriately, and we'll talk about that today in the podcast. Increasing the amount of food that she's eating, spacing things out, and allowing for everything to be on her plate in portions, and eating for performance, really eating to fuel her workouts and to fuel her day. She's at the leanest she's ever been too, and she's gaining muscle, losing body fat, and she looks amazing. These are two adult women that are just rocking in here and inspiring people, and they have no idea, both of them actually, where I've had people come up to me and say that they've been so inspired by the two of them, both Grace and Denise. And again, working, through their day-to-day, keeping things on that checklist and checking them off, working through their habits, body, mind, and soul. So it starts from the inside. Megan Casey, another young lady who, again, I met with yesterday, and we're continuing this transformation journey. Megan came to us. Let me just pull hers up real quick.
Megan's had a great transformation.
She's had, and she's never trained like this, ever. So if we were just to pull up, and she's been with us since the end of May, so just before Memorial Day. And she's lost from May. What's the number on that, Teddy?
I can't even see.
Like 9%, 8.7% body fat. Her fat mass, she's down 12 pounds of fat since, I'm sorry, I apologize. She's down, she's down 27 pounds of fat since May. I apologize, since May. She, every new bit of clothing that she's purchased, she has to now donate again. And she's very happy about it because, again, she has never felt better. And she's so excited to continue to take this steps and steps further. So I have to give it to even those three ladies, new to lifting too, Megan. And David Seltzer's been able to maintain single-digit body fat and get stronger in the process this whole summer. And we're heading into the fall.
Best he's ever looked and felt.
Literally the best he's ever felt, the best he's ever looked. He, you know, we're all adults now. We're not 18 anymore. And again, inspiring people just by being here and doing what they're doing and being on their journey. So that's four amazing transformations that continue to happen.
Yeah, shout out to all those people for crushing it. Did we talk about our Weekday Warrior of the Month last episode?
We did not.
All right, so this month's Weekday Warrior of the Month is Katie Velasquez. People that follow us on Instagram and Facebook, well, there's definitely posted on my personal profile. I got to put it on the Overdrive profile, but you know, I gave her a nice little shout out. Thank you. Katie was awarded the Weekday Warrior of the Month championship belt and T-shirt, and you know, she had an amazing transformation here, right? So just head on to IG and Facebook, and you can see the post. Tells the whole story. Long and short, you know, she had some personal shit going on, battled through it, got herself happy, focused on herself, and everything just spiraled into positivity after that. Like everything just, it was a compound effect. Everything just started getting better and better and better and better and better in her personal life while she was here, and at the same time, parallel to that, she was making great progress in decreasing her fat mass and keeping her lean body mass pretty high, and her overall weight came down, right? So she lost 26 pounds overall, but she lost 27 pounds of fat. She actually was able to add some muscle, but strip away just fat. So, and guess what? We did that without any body wraps, without any detoxes, without cutting carbs. What else is there? Oh, the T-toxes. And we did that without multi-level marketing too. So no pyramid scheme. Go figure, right?
Nutrilife was used in this transformation.
Yeah, no herbogenics. So.
No crazy shakes, 2 shakes a day in one meal. You can only have this much or that much. Right?
Yeah, she got to eat real food and like have a social life. Wow. So, Katie, you got your groove back.
Yeah, really working on her
Way to get it.
habits too.
Yeah.
Like, and being in a really supportive community, being around people who supported her journey, supported the fact that she was new here, the coaching, being on top of her and guiding her, making her feel comfortable, feel, you know, the positivity, feeling confident in her movements and everything. Just working from the ground up, working from the inside out has been huge for her.
I mean, just the fact she smiles every time she's in here was a huge
God.
improvement from when she first started here.
Yeah.
And I mean, nothing bad about that. I'm just stating the obvious.
But
you know?
Again, working from the inside out, that's a huge factor.
So
You know?
yeah, shout out Katie, Weekday Warrior of the
And
Month.
she's got curves in all the right places.
Yeah, she's inspiring a lot of the women
Yeah.
here too, as they
Like it.
commented on social media. So yeah, congrats, Katie. And we did want to talk about something nutrition related this week. So what was that?
I had one of the clients, it's a great topic and a great discussion piece where just feeling more comfortable timing meals and spacing meals. So I think a lot of people, maybe they wake up in a rush, or they wake up, get the kids ready, get their husband ready, whatever, finally get themselves ready. They might make themselves a cup of coffee, and then they're out the door. Or they put maybe a banana, inhale a banana or a yogurt, and then they don't eat till dinner time. Maybe putting themselves last on the totem pole, or making themselves the last on the priority list. It's kind of like, like they say with the oxygen mask coming down in the airplane, take care of yourself first so you can better take care of everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
The tank is only able, the car is only able to function when the tank is full.
Amen.
Yeah, I get it. So, just finding the time, obviously, to prepare the night before, the week ahead, prepping meals on a Sunday, and then maybe setting an alarm in your phone or a reminder to, maybe eat every several hours to give yourself that sustained energy, and maybe, sip some water or have a cup of tea or whatever the case. Spacing your meals out evenly throughout the day would give you that sustained energy for not only your life, maybe driving the kids around, getting them from place to place, being in your meetings, being on the phone all day, instead of your blood sugar crashing all the time, giving yourself that 10 or 15 minutes and allot it, make it a priority that you can eat something. Get a meal in, get a snack in. Every 3 to 5 hours, I think, is a good staple amount of time to divide those meals and get it in within that 24-hour period, because we do have to sleep too. So, setting that alarm, or whether it's on your phone, on your watch, putting a Post-it on your computer, something on your refrigerator, somewhere where you can see it, and then getting your meals in. And not just eating, 100-calorie pack of pretzels, guys, but like actually getting a meal in, something sustainable, something that is going to allow you to feel satisfied for several hours, so that you can conquer that portion of the day,
Mm-hmm.
And that's, sweet and simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Set an alarm, set a reminder, put a Post-it on your phone, on your water bottle, whatever, something that you're going to see, and every several hours, make sure you eat a satisfying meal, something that encompasses what we would normally talk about. Not just a cheese stick, or not just, maybe just an apple. I mean, those are great complements to each other. They're great choices that we can include, but make it a complete meal. Or even if it's a snack, make it a complete snack, something that will sustain you.
Some Dunkaroos and Go-Gurts.
If it was that or nothing, I would say go for it, honestly.
And then fruit by the foot.
Especially with the kids, and even with the adults. If it's either getting something in or nothing in, if you're constantly getting nothing in, it leads you to the even worse choices later on.
Yeah.
When you're waking up in the middle of the night and you're inhaling whatever's in the refrigerator, that's not good either. So I'd rather you make the choice to, the good, better, best thing. Make the best choice that you can. Just make sure you're eating in intervals. And you'll wake up and go to sleep a much happier person.
Yes. That is true.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think your being grateful for the day will come with more ease.
Anything else to add?
No, I think that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's just keep it simple. That's essentially what you just said. So, people overthink everything. And it's paralysis by analysis, trying to figure out what to eat, when to eat, how much to eat, and then they don't eat.
Make the best choice. Eat in intervals.
They'll spend 30 minutes doing it. I only need about 5-10 minutes to eat. So.
And I know you enjoy every bite of it too,
Mm-hmm.
but you're an anomaly. I mean, I would not suggest that for the norm. the majority of the masses.
Yeah, well, because those are average people.
Right.
Clearly, I'm above average.
There's a bee.
Oh, there? I
It's
guess
reminding you of your anomalism.
Well, every superhero has a weakness, and mine is bee stings. Or is it bee sting? No, I'm kidding. Anyway, that's all we have for this week's episode of Overdrive AF. Remember to always check out Prestige Labs for the finest supplements in the game to help accelerate your growth and in your fitness, health and fitness goals. Go to overdrivefitnessny.com and click Prestige Labs to get our discount. You can also head on to muscleegg.com/overdrive to get 10% off the finest protein in the game. Egg white protein that is pasteurized and delicious. You can drink straight from the bottle. That's how I do it, at least. So, and speaking of Muscle Egg, for all you basic betches out there, it's fall, right? Or almost.
Yeah.
So, pumpkin spice is back in stock.
And it's delicious.
Mm-hmm. So,
It is delicious. For sure.
yeah, and that's all we have for this week's episode of Overdrive AF. We'll catch you guys next week on another episode. Peace.